Stephanie Gully,
Here.
absent.
You are here.
Nikita, absent. Gina Maldonado, here. Brendan Clancy,
Here.
Clay Patton.
Clay Platten, here.
Here via
Virtually.
virtual.
All right.
Let's do the pledge.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, communications and announcements. Any board member communications or announcements? I do not have any to share today. Do you have anything, Gina?
I have nothing.
All right, trustee communications or announcements?
Some quick ones. I just wanted to thank Trey for letting us know that the freshman football head coach who coordinated with us cleaning veteran markers this year volunteered to help whenever they're needed at the cemetery or whatever that they would like to do. So I wanted to thank them. They specifically talked about the cemetery or the food pantries, helping seniors, or even more physical work in the parks. They're not afraid to work and they're not afraid to help. So I just wanted to say thank you. Just a reminder to everybody, to all seniors of Portage Township, that the AARP free tax filing assistance for 2026 will be Tuesday, February 2nd at the Bonner Center. And for more information, you can reach out to the Bonner Center at 219-252-3985. And if you are a Bonner member, that will be on Monday, January 12th. And both are at 8 a.m. So please reach out if you need help. And assistance, you're a senior and you need help with your taxes. And one more thing that I wanted to touch on, I just wanted to read you kind of a year-end that Joyce Russell had sent me in regards to the Autism Action Coalition and things they've accomplished. And I kind of wanted to read her email real fast, just to give you guys a little background of what's happened over the last year. I wanted to share with you all the Portage Township Autism Action Coalition and what they have accomplished in 2025. It was a busy and positive year. Thanks to a grant from the Porter County Community Foundation, the foundation was able to distribute 140 sensory kits to all Porter County Police Departments, and that is the county and the departments within the county, to expand the window cleaning program countywide, to expand the Blue Envelope program countywide, and to host a regional training in October. That was back in October with Blue Ridge Autism, which is actually world-renowned autism training. 70 people attended that from 5 different counties. Within the first 8 months of the Blue Envelope program going countywide, we and our partnering police departments and the BMV branches have distributed 102 packages in Porter County and in Marion County through the prosecutor's office. They have initiated a similar program, and this not as intensive, but they are beginning one. They really liked what they saw. The City of Bloomington Police Department are going to be launching a Blue Envelope program sometime this month, and it is modeled after our program, and they actually even used our print material and everything to start theirs. And Joyce has also been working with the City of Hammond and St. John to begin to spread the program more over in Lake County and in Northwest Indiana. The program is continuing to host the Parent Autism Support Group for the second Saturday of each month at the Portage Township YMCA, which has also been a very important partner in this. The next meeting is January 10th for the Parent Autism Support Group, and that is at the YMCA. We have also been able to establish a sensory kit pantry, so that if any of the additional kits needed or replacement items, such as the fidget toys, the communication cards, headphones, sunglasses, dry erase boards, or any other products, please let us know and we will get those refilled for you. And I just wanted to kind of read this to everybody because this is an email that I received from her, and I just wanted to say I'm super proud of what the program's doing and how it's expanding, and it's doing what it's supposed to do, going through the county and actually now we're touching in Indianapolis, we're touching in Lake County, in LaPorte County, so it's really neat to know that that started here. And it wouldn't have started without Joyce Russell and all her hard work, and her heart and soul is in this. So I wanted to thank her on behalf of all of us, and I'm just super proud of the work she's done, so,
Yeah, she's done
even though she's not here.
You've done a
Thank you,
fantastic job keeping that moving forward and expanding the different options that we were
Yeah.
able to bring to Porter County.
Very neat. And I don't know if Lori is gonna touch on the master plan for the parks. Okay, so the master plan is 90% completed. We are just waiting on some final touches, and that should be ready in the next month. And so everything is just firing on all cylinders. We've hit the ground running. Exceptionally busy 25. It's been continuous in 26. And we look forward just to getting the job done.
All right,
Is that enough?
I suppose.
All right.
I'm sure there's more
That's
to
more
come
than
later on the
usual.
agenda. All right, so that brings us down to the department and liaison reports. We'll start out with the reports from township department heads. Anybody wants to volunteer to go first?
I'll go first.
Sure.
My name is Ashley, office manager for the Portage Township trustee office.
You want to say that to the...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
All right, again, my name is Ashley, office manager for Portage Township trustee office. So our numbers I ran from 2024 to 2025. For utility assistance, we had requested 276 applications that were requested, submitted. Out of those, 114 households we approved. In 2025, there was 397 applications.
Wow.
Out of those, 130 households we approved. That was an increase monetarily, 41.9%. Household-wise, there was an increase of 14%. Rental assistance in 2024, the applications 582. Out of that, 187 households we approved. In 2025, rental requested 600 applications. Out of those, 182 households were approved. So that was a decrease of 11%. Homeless, in 2024, we had 286 contacts. Out of those, 56 were Portage residents. In 2025, 150 contacts. Out of those 40 Portage residents. So this year was a 47.5 decrease. And at our next board meeting, we will have the 2025 cost analysis. Thank you.
Thank you. So that's it, so we're over 1,000 requests in general
Yeah, for 2025.
for 2025.
And I assume, is there overlap? Like, are there people who are applying, like one household is applying for multiple, like for utilities and rent and?
So they can only apply for one type of assistance every 30 days.
Okay,
So if we help them with rent 1 month,
They have
can
to wait 30
reapply and
days.
help with utilities the
Okay.
following month. So right now, because of the energy assistance program being open, we're seeing 99% of them are rental assistance applications. And that'll kind of, as the HEAP applications go away and that's done, then.
you'll start to
those will
see it,
pick back.
okay.
And those EAP numbers were pretty up for
December.
December.
We did 121 HEAP applications in December compared to last year, we did 66.
66?
Almost
Oh, wow.
And if they're given energy assistance, when does that end?
So
April.
it's just a one-time thing, so it, and they can use it as a credit on their bill, which typically runs out very quickly.
Yeah.
Because it's anywhere between $250 and $1,000, depending on their situation and what's going on at the time of when they receive the assistance. So once they're part of HEAP, they're also in the moratorium. So they cannot get shut off if they have signed up for EAP, until March 15th.
Okay.
After March 15th, the disconnect starts coming out. And then that's when our office will be
Inundated.
busy with- yes.
Because they have to have a shut-off notice for us to be able to assist, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, so if they haven't been making the payments on their bill throughout that moratorium period, they come back typically with high balances. then
Yeah.
we'll- yeah.
All right, who wants to go next?
My name is Avery Edmonds. I'm the site manager of the Bonner Senior and Community Center. For 2025, we had an average of 96 people signing into the building per day, and that was a 6% increase from 2024. We had 523 members signed up in the membership in 2025, and that was a 15.4% increase from 2024. For the room rentals, which it is 99% of the time the Four Seasons room being rented versus the dining room, there was an 18.6% increase in 2025 compared to 2024 monetarily. And then for the long range trip, which was in August, there was 16% more money brought in 2025 versus 2024. And then some of the popular activities going on. Thursday bingo is averaging about 100 people. That is free to the seniors, and that is provided by local assisted livings and nursing homes. We're averaging around 150 people playing pinochle per month. Bunko is 30 to 40 people per week. The Coraliers are at almost 30 members. And then something different we did this year was a matter of balance classes that was provided by the Chesterton Physical Therapy. Almost everyone in the dining room, around 75 people that day, participated in that class, and it was a balance test, and then they shared information on how to prevent falls and losing your balance. For nutrition, food costs were up 18.3% in 2025, and we averaged 71 people eating per day in the building. On to transportation. The township purchased a brand new 14-passenger bus this year. We averaged about 300 rides per month, and that is just from house to center, from center back to house. We're taking roughly 40 people a month to go grocery shopping, and then the medical transportation was slower this year with an average of 10 people or less a month. Some months we did as many as 12, some months we did as low as 2. Trips remained consistent. Casino and Supper Club is a trip we're doing every single month, and the bus is filling up just about every month for that. And then for this year, we're gonna be bringing back the senior prom. Enchanted Garden will be the theme. We're gonna do karaoke next month. We had really high attendance for holiday parties in 2025. We did more buffet-style lunches for the holiday parties, and the seniors seem to enjoy having the choice of, say, different meats and sides. And WISE classes are returning this year. I did bring the flyer on that. That's provided by Porter Stark. There is 6 classes, things like aging, sensitivity, the use of medication in older adults. I'll leave this flyer for you guys.
Okay, we'll get it scanned and we'll get it put up too.
Yes. And then I also brought the activity calendars from all of 2025, if anyone was interested in seeing what was going on. Did anyone have any questions about anything specific?
The balance with Chesterton Physical Therapy, is that something new, or is that something they've done before?
It's something new.
Okay.
They offer other classes, so I will have them back for a different subject in 2026. But we specifically did balance because it was during the winter months and there's a lot of ice on the ground.
Yeah. No, I think it's a great program for them.
Yeah, they seem to enjoy it and they did a really good job.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
Hello, I'm Lori. I'm the Park Superintendent. I have more of a general update for the Parks Department, and the full annual report will be completed by the end of January, and then I will email that out to all of you. So a quick update on recent park programs that we've had. We hosted our 12th annual Haven Hollow Harvest Festival in October. We had a great turnout with 824 attendees, which was a huge increase from last year. 30 volunteers, 4 staff members, 22 vendor booths. The weather was perfect, which definitely helped with the attendance. A big thank you to the Friends of Portage Township Foundation, who helped raise enough money to cover the cost of the event this year. We hosted our 5th annual Light Up the Park event just before Thanksgiving, where Trustee Clancy and Santa Claus flipped the switch to light up the park at Haven Hollow Park for the holiday season. Families were able to get a photo with Santa and Mrs. Claus and put their wishes in for the season while enjoying carols, bell chimes, hot chocolate, and candy canes. We hosted a new event this year in partnership with the Bonner Center, Breakfast with Santa. The event was a hit and the children had a blast. They played Christmas games, made crafts, received treats and snacks, had a photo with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And then finally, the Santa Cause, which is the township's Angel Tree program. This program is a charitable initiative by the township to provide Christmas gifts to children in need in our community, ensuring they experience the joy of the holiday season. We had a total of 106 children from 50 families sign up for this program. We had 12 very generous donors who sponsored all of the children to make sure they had a great Christmas. That was a 5% increase in the number of children who participated this year from last year. Upcoming programs, we have a new event also in partnership with the Bonner Center this year, a Sweetheart Dance on Saturday, February 21st. This event is open to moms, sons, dads, and daughters, the whole family. Registration is now open and will close on February 15th or once we reach max capacity. Our annual Easter Fest is coming up on March 28th in partnership with South Haven Fire Department. Registration is also open for that and is required to attend. I brought you all a copy of the 2026 park calendar. It's on the table there in front of you so you can see the whole lineup for the year. Shelter rentals for this year are now open online, and field rentals will open for the spring-summer session on March 3rd. So a few numbers from 2025. We raised $8,800 in park sponsorships, which is a slight decrease from last year. Our field rentals brought in $18,500, which is a 41% increase over last year. Our shelter rentals, we had 61 shelter rentals that brought in $4,192, which is a 9% increase from last year. And then just a fun note, we were chosen as a host site last summer from Portage Township Schools' free summer meals program at Haven Hollow Park. And we are proud to announce that we played a small role in serving over 40,000 meals to children in our community this past summer. A quote from Dawn Kelly, the Director of Food Services for PTS, said, "This truly speaks to the impact that this site has had on our community. Haven Hollow Park has become more than just a park during the summer months. It's a place where kids feel welcome, families come together, and no one has to worry about where their next meal is coming from." Again, I will have the full annual report for you by the end of January. And are there any questions for me?
No questions, but I want to say that I'm looking forward to the Sweetheart Dance.
Wonderful.
It's definitely, our girls have done it through the Parks Department, Portage Parks Department for several years, but the boys have always been disappointed that they don't get to do it. So that'll be a
Right.
very unique opportunity for us all to go together.
We're looking forward to it. It will be a very fun event.
Does it have to be moms and children? Can it be grandparents and
It can be
grandchildren?
Whole family. Anybody in the family can come.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Trey Rivas. I'm the Director of Cemeteries for Portage Township. The cemeteries had a strong December, capping one of the best years in total sales. Our burial numbers were in line with recent years, but the difference maker was the earnings from the sales of the newer burial and columbarium spaces and the inurnment and etching services that we now provide. Some updates for the year ahead. We will be adding a new module to the burial search website hosted by our cemetery software SemSites, which can be found on the Portage Township website in the Cemeteries tab. It is called Revenue Plus Light, and it will make our available graves visible to the public, whereas before it was just the occupied graves. This should help generate some untapped revenue and possibly expand our network of leads. We are looking to address, we mostly get compliments on the cemetery, but we do get some complaints, and we are looking to address those complaints from some visiting families. Moles and weeds and grass clippings on stones and foundations. We began treating weeds and moles this past year and look to continue to do so as those treatments seem to improve the lawns significantly. As for the grass clippings, I've been speaking with our maintenance team to establish some new practices and a procedure for the cemetery groundskeeping, and I hope to have these things confirmed and approved soon. We are also discussing some improvements at Blake Cemetery again. To add to our new fence along the roadsides, we are looking into sprucing up the landscaping at the entrances and replacing the old flagpole at the main entrance on Blake Road. Lastly, to go back on what Brendan mentioned earlier about the Portage High School football team, the players, coaches, and even some parents for the last 3 years have come out and around Memorial and or Veterans Day to care for the veterans' graves at McCool Cemetery, and we hope to continue the veteran grave cleaning this year. They do a great job in restoring the plaques and stones, and their efforts are appreciated.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And the SEM sites, that is a one-time fee, and that's a forever. Awesome.
All right. Any reports from township employee liaisons to community boards?
And I think it's the one page I didn't bring, but it gave the numbers on what our partners did there. I think I do have it here. Family Promise, Gabriel's Horn, and,
Oh, this is it.
right. Thanks, I thought these were minutes. So the Portage Township Resource Center report is gathering the information of those that were served through that center and through those groups that we're affiliated with there. So work one had 201 clients check in just in December alone, which is an awesome thing because that way people don't have to travel to other cities or to whatever the case may be for whatever assistance they're getting or help or guidance. Family Promise served 27 families in December, and they have 5 families in their master lease program. So at the year-end totals were 321 families served by Family Promise, including 585 adults and 733 children. They secured housing for 25 families that were transitioned from shelters into their own homes. 65 families were assisted in preventing eviction. And again, that's 5 families still currently enrolled in the master lease program. And the end of the year campaign, they did achieve raising $25,000. And so they did achieve their goal, and they wanted to reach out and say thank you to everybody who supported that mission throughout the year. So there's a lot of things, good things being done over there. I don't know if that's another thing to touch on, is that Gabriel's Horn and Family Promise are going under one umbrella. And I think that's official now, right? Mm-hmm. Which is really great because of all of the different things that on the national level and on the county level that we can get done now from a larger organization. So that's exciting to see. It makes sense. The mission is somewhat the same, so.
Yeah. So does that mean, what does that mean for their board structure?
So the board was combined.
Okay.
One was dissolved and then they were combined.
Did we have liaisons on both or just Gabriel's Horn?
Both.
So do we retain both of those liaisons, or is that?
It's one
changed the
board
number?
now.
Right, so do we only have one liaison, or was it the same person for both?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But it's just one board now, so it would be
Just one liaison, okay.
Yeah. Speaking of, we do need a new one this year.
Oh. Are there any other employee liaison reports for community boards? All right, then we'll move down to our new business. And the first thing that we need to do is take care of our official organization of the board in accordance with Indiana Code 36-6-6-7. So the first thing we need to do is open up nominations for president.
All right, I nominate Tiffany Gully for president.
And I suppose I will second that since it's just us here today.
Yes.
Roll call? Nope.
Okay, sorry.
That's you.
I'm running.
Sorry.
Roll call, Tiffany Gully.
Yes.
Brendan Clancy.
Can't vote.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine then. Gina Maldonado. Yes. All in motion?
Aye.
Aye. All right, the ayes. Tiffany is our president.
And that brings us to nominations for secretary. And I would like to nominate Gina Ray to remain as secretary for 2026.
I'm sure Rebecca's like, oh, no. But I will second that. Tiffany. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Gina? Aye.
All right, so the next that we have on our agenda for today is the 2026 encumbered appropriations, and there's a list in your packet.
So the encumbered appropriations are just encumbering the money from last year to appropriate it for this year.
And so we have 2024 park bond proceeds, and just over $3.8 million. And are we just acknowledging this? I know we have to sign, but as far as
Yeah, I
just
think.
acknowledge, so just a motion to approve, I
Why don't we
guess?
motion to approve and
Yes.
adopt, and that way we're covered
Okay.
either way.
All right, motion to approve.
Second?
All right, first, Gina, motion. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Gina?
All right, and next up, we have the 2025 investment report. There's also a copy of that in the packet. So this says the Township General Fund, Levy Excess Fund, Township Improvement Projects Fund, 2023 Fire Station and Equipment Go Bond Proceeds Fund, Fire Station and Equipment Go Bond Debt Fund, Firefighting Fund, Recreation Fund, 2022 Park Bond Debt Fund, 2024 Park Bond Debt Fund, 2022 Park District Bond Proceeds Fund, 2024 Park Bond Proceeds Fund, Cumulative Fire Department Building and Equipment Fund, Township Assistance Fund, Community Building Fund, Social Security Payee Fund. All have monies in business checking accounts at First Source Bank. The total First Source Bank business checking and interest for the year of 2025 was $89,455.42. So, motion to approve that report.
I will first it.
And second.
Motion. Tiffany. Second. All in
right.
favor?
Aye.
Do you have a favor in this? No?
Doesn't hurt.
Favor.
Up next, we have the trustee and board members' affidavit of compliance with nepotism policy. So we will each be signing those at the end of the meeting.
You have your own in front of you.
Okay. And then the acknowledgement of the trustee's official bond in the amount of $300,000. So I think we just need an official motion to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Right, so motion.
Second.
First.
And there's a copy of
All
that
in
the
favor?
Aye. And then lastly is the 2026 salary resolution. Do we have any paperwork for that?
It was,
I apologize, it's right here.
That's okay.
I had it in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
okay, so these are in the same line, so they can be moved. It's not an increase in budget. This is the $42,000 position that was eliminated. That's where this money is coming from.
Okay.
And we are going to, so the township assistance manager would go from, I'm sorry, the township clerk is from 42 to 51. And the intent of that is to have that person is now going to start this year, going department to department, somewhat like Joy does, so because we're looking down the road. So whether it be going to the cemetery, if Trey is off for a month or 2 weeks or whatever the situation may be. The Bonner Center, and then also concentrating on grants and stuff, so we're kind of filtering in over the year, we're
Okay.
doing that. And then, so that would obviously, so we're still gonna have that 1/2 person less, and for training, so we were gonna go from 50 to 54 for the township assistance manager.
Okay.
And the
Sure.
additional funds that would still be left would go into part-time,
Okay.
and then probably not, basically, it's appropriated, I
Right.
guess, at that point.
And are either of these positions that are currently filled or needing to be filled?
Oh, yeah, they're both
They're both currently filled?
Yeah, this, the clerk is Sierra, and and Ashley is the assistance manager.
Okay,
So we're not creating new positions.
Right.
They're just taking over more stuff.
right. All right, is there a motion to approve?
Yes, motion?
And I will second.
Okay, Gina. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
All right, and we will open it up for public input, if there's anybody that would like to address the board. Okay, hearing none, then I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
I will first it.
And second.
Motion.
We're officially adjourned.
Don't run away.
You know, we got lots to sign.